Now, over the past couple of weeks, since October 7th, I have met with numerous families of hostages in Gaza who are searching for any information about their loved ones held in captivity. This is Abigail. Now, Abigail somehow got away and ran to Avichai's home, where she was also kidnapped with Avichai's wife and 3 children, and they all remain in captivity, at least we hope. Now, I've had the opportunity to meet a couple of times over the past few weeks with Elizabeth Naftali, Smadar's aunt and Abigail's great-aunt. She is absolutely devastated with grief, fear, and worry about her little niece Abigail. What did the committee Republicans do last week with Ms. Naftali? They did not reach out to her to see how Congress could be of assistance to her as she grieves and waits for information about Abigail. No. Instead, the majority subpoenaed her. That's right. The chairman used the awesome power and authority of the United States Congress to target Ms. Naftali as part of his fishing expedition against Hunter Biden, allegedly because Ms. Naftali may have bought some art. Once again, here we are, days away from a government shutdown. The world is burning, and we're here talking about office space. Office space. Meanwhile, Republicans cannot pass their own unilateral appropriations bills. They refuse to work with Democrats. They refuse to abide by the top-line appropriation numbers that they themselves negotiated, agreed to, and passed in June. And separately, they refuse to unify the Congress to fund our Democratic allies fighting terrorism and authoritarianism around the world. Our Democratic ally, Ukraine, resisting an illegal invasion by Vladimir Putin and a brutal and barbaric invasion of Israel by a terrorist organization, Hamas, trying to eradicate Israel, the lone true democracy in the Middle East. Ukraine, Israel, and the innocent Palestinians in Gaza desperately need our help, and yet Republicans are holding that aid hostage with their political gimmicks and games. And here we are talking about office space. Now, in fairness, this is a welcome break from the pathetic and desperate impeachment inquiry. It appears as if the chairman has at least acknowledged that the first and only public impeachment hearing was such a bust that he doesn't want to do it in public anymore, because God forbid the American people would once again see what a sham it is. But that has not stopped my colleagues on the other side of the aisle from issuing subpoenas for closed-door depositions. That way, they can continue to cherry-pick testimony that misleads and gaslights the American people. Look, we know that our colleagues across the aisle are desperate to find some actual evidence of wrongdoing to justify their failed impeachment inquiry. But even under these desperate circumstances, I am still shocked and disappointed that you have targeted someone grieving from the horrific attack of October 7th for your impeachment investigation. Mr. Chairman, this subpoena is beneath the Congress of the United States. And I ask you here and now, will you agree to immediately withdraw the subpoena to Ms. Naftali until a later date when she is not in such emotional distress and can properly focus on this matter? And I yield to you to answer the question.
Gentleman's time's expired, but I will answer the question. We have spoken with her attorney and asked what would be best for her schedule. As you know, we're trying to get as many of these completed before the end of the year as possible, but they gave us a date in mid to late January, her attorney, and we said that would be fine. So we are catering to her schedule. We will continue this impeachment inquiry. As you know, there's overwhelming evidence that the American people are concerned as to what the Biden family did to receive millions and millions of dollars from our enemies around the world. And we will continue to provide answers to the American people, just as we have done over the past 6 months.
Will the chairman yield for one
No,
second,
your
please?
time has expired. Chair now recognizes
I just want to clarify that you said, as you know. I do not know that, nor do I agree with it.